Daily battery life is one thing, but your iPhone's ability to hold its maximum charge slowly diminishes over time. That's why people often use bad battery life as a reason to upgrade to a new phone. But with a few simple lifestyle changes, your iPhone can last much longer than you might expect. Every battery chemistry has different rules. Lithium-ion batteries have been the dominant battery technology over the last 20 years because of their high energy density, fast rechargeability, and long lifespan. Battery lifespan is measured in battery cycles, how many times it can be depleted down to 0 and charged back up to 100. Lithium-ion batteries typically retain about 70 to 80% of their battery after about 1,200 cycles. If you want to maximize your iPhone's battery lifespan, the best thing you can do is set a charge limit. Open Settings, go to Battery, Charging, and set a charging limit at 80%. Whenever you charge your phone, it'll treat 80 as if it's at 100. If you're scared that 80% isn't going to be enough, you can set a limit at 85 or 90 or 95, but it won't be as effective. It may sound counterintuitive to lower your maximum battery charge to preserve your battery health, but it's that last 20%, charging it from 80% to 100%, that's the most taxing on your battery. Only charging it to 80% will strain your battery less and preserve it for longer. Next up, the easiest way to reduce the overall number of battery cycles on your phone is to keep it on the charger more often. And with the charging limit set to 80%, you don't have to worry about overtaxing your battery. Now you can do this by putting a MagSafe charging stand everywhere you might leave your phone when you're not actively using it. Personally, I use the Cooksview X40Q on my nightstand and the Zyke 3-in-1 Qi 2 at my desk. Both have a MagSafe charger for an iPhone or any Qi 2 compatible phone, an Apple Watch charging puck, and a regular Qi charging spot for AirPods or a second phone. The Cooksview is a portable stand that folds up. The Zyke model is a nicer desktop stand. For using your phone while it's charging, like on a living room corner table, you can use Apple's own MagSafe charging cable. Finally, another way to reduce the number of battery cycles your phone uses is to reduce the amount of battery that your phone drains in a day. After setting your charging limit to 80%, you may want a few of these pointers anyway. I made a full video explaining the top battery saving tricks that actually work, but I'll quickly recap them right here. Number 1, stop force quitting your apps. Your phone is already really great at managing apps running in the background. They basically can't do anything at all unless you're actively using the app. When you manually quit one of these apps, your phone has to clear it from memory, and the next time you launch it, it has to go to all of the work of opening and launching it again. I know it's a hard habit to break, but please, you don't need to force quit your apps. It's worse for your battery. Number 2, don't be afraid to use low power mode liberally. It pulls all kinds of switches to make sure your iPhone will last as long as possible. If you know you're going to have a big day out, turn on low power mode in advance rather than waiting until your phone gets down to 20%. Number 3, turn down your display brightness. Your iPhone's display is one of the biggest drains on the battery, especially if you're outside on a bright and sunny day. And if you have an iPhone with an always-on display, you should consider turning that off. It only takes about 1% of your battery per hour, but after a long day, that can make the difference between 16% and 0%. Number 4, stay on Wi-Fi as much as possible. Even if the places you visit, like friends' houses or coffee shops, have good cellular signal, try to connect to the Wi-Fi network, because Wi-Fi is much lower power than cellular. Overall, you want to try to make sure your phone doesn't end the day below 20%. Just like charging 80 to 100 takes a lot of battery power, so does charging 0 to 20. You can easily get an idea of how your battery is holding up over time. Open Settings, Battery, Battery Health to see your maximum capacity and cycle count. If your battery capacity is below 80%, you should probably consider replacing your battery before it completely loses its ability to hold a charge. If you take all of this advice to heart, you should see your battery health stay above the 90s for a much longer period of time. I got my iPhone on day 1 in September, and it's still at 100% capacity with under 200 cycles. Remember to check out my other video on how to maximize your daily battery life. I'm Griffin Jones with Cult of Mac.